Alright then, so I wasn't sure if I was just gonna make a video like this or not. But yeah, I've created my own instrumental. That's plural actually. Instrumentals, because this is not the only one I've created. If I go to the start screen in BandLab, yeah, these are all different projects I've worked on. But this is the one that I'm most proud of, which is why this is the only one I'm making a video on. So yeah, I'm using this software called... No, it's called Cakewalk. It's not called BandLab. It's called Cakewalk by BandLab. Alright. And yeah, it's supposed to be a trap beat, so I'll just let you guys listen to the busiest part of the beat. Alright, so yeah, that's with all of the instruments working together in perfect harmony. Yeah, I'm not that familiar with I don't know that much about music theory. All I know is how to use the sequencer on this, and then put these together, and then make a beat. That's literally all I know. I don't know a single thing about music theory. But yeah, let me break it down a bit. This is the first part that I worked on. It was just the string instruments, the bass, the cello, and the violin. I decided to have these two separate, just separated, because I thought that's what would make it sound better. In my opinion, it does kind of help bring out each instrument individually, so that you only have to focus on one of your ears in order to hear the other more. So let's just listen. So yeah, you should have heard the bass. This should be in the left ear right now. Alright, that's the highest note it can play, I think. And then one note over, it goes to the cello, which is right in the middle. You shouldn't hear any difference between the left and right channels. Yeah, it's at 1%. Alright, it's slightly leaning more towards the right. Alright, there we go. Now it's at 0%. Now you should absolutely hear 0% of it leaning towards one side more than the other. And then the violin, it's more on the left side. Alright. Not the left side, it's more on the right side. But it sounds almost centered for a really weird reason. Maybe it is the reverb. Hold on, let me turn off the reverb. In my opinion, the reverb makes it sound a little bit better. That's just how I prefer it. Yeah. Sounds like a real orchestra. Wait, what if I put it at 50%? Not that much of a difference. Alright. So yeah, that's that part. Watch what happens when I try to bring them closer together. Let's do 22%. And then 23%. Yeah, it's not like it gets washed out. It's not as separated though. I'm gonna put it right in the middle. Alright, yeah, it's not drowned out, but I still like to have them separated. It's just a personal preference. So, yeah, just... Come on. There you go. Alright, and that's just the string instruments. Now here comes the electric piano and the bass guitar. So if you couldn't tell, the piano was supposed to be mostly playing on the right channel. It does play on the left channel if you take out one earbud or one part of your headphone. But it's very quiet on the left side compared to the right. which is why it sounds like it's all the way. Well, it doesn't sound like it's all the way on the right channel, but that's why you can tell that it's more so leaning towards the right channel than the left. And I recently changed this to be at 60%. Because I didn't want it to be that separated. Same with the bass guitar. That's at 60% as well. This is how mine is tuned. And then that's the volume. No drive, no compression. And then, yeah, that's the master tune. That's how they sound together. So yeah, it's supposed to mix in together really well. And as I've shown before, that's on the left channel, all the way to the left. Well, not all the way, but it sounds like it is all the way. And yeah, that's that part. For all of this, I use the sequencer down here. For some reason, I see a lot of people on Cakewalk, they use the piano roll, which I have no idea how that's supposed to work. How do I view? Where's piano roll? There we go, piano roll view. Yeah, I'm not too fond of the piano roll, to be honest. Wait. What have I? Alright, where's it supposed to be? Okay, 16. Oh, is that? Oh, it's right here. Okay. Yeah, I don't like the piano roll for some really weird reason. What's this? That's nothing. It does help me figure out you know, what goes where when it comes to the sounds of certain instruments in the software, but as a personal preference, I use the sequencer. It's a lot simpler, especially to erase mistakes, in my opinion. So yeah, this is the string, the sequencer for the strings. As you can see, you got I have to do 3 different separate things right here. So we're using 3 lines right here, and then using 3 different rows, because that's what I need in order to get all 3 instruments playing at the same time. And then here's the guitar. You only need 1. Same for the piano. And then we got some samples right here. This is not the actual drum kit. These are just synthesized drums, trap drums that I got from a certain website. I think it's called Sample Focus. I didn't know where else to get them, so I just downloaded them from there. Of course, it took a couple of days with the free version, but it still worked. Still worked quite well. So yeah, it's this is how it's supposed to sound. I'm gonna let you guys first of all wait before the hi-hats kick in. Just listen and listen. So yeah, I'm using 2 different snares at the same time. What do I want to mute? That. Wait. Oh yeah, I know that's for the kicks. I'll keep the kicks actually. So yeah, if you couldn't tell, I am using 2 different snares. This is what it sounds like when I mute one of them. I'm sure you've heard that one in a couple songs, like Isis from Joyner Lucas, and Rockstar from Post Malone. And I have no idea where you would have heard this one. Like, my mind draws a blank when it comes to figuring out where I've heard that before. So I honestly don't know. And then, these are the hi-hats. Nothing too complicated. I forgot what happens when I turn off the EQ on this one. It's not that bad. It's slightly quieter, according to this meter right here. But yeah. And of course, with this huge area where I have all of the noise going on at once, you then get a couple of minutes, or rather a couple of seconds of complete silence when it comes to the strings, but then you get to hear everything else. So you got the drums, the bass, the synthesized drums rather, and then the bass and the piano for a good, what is that, like 32 seconds. That's off the top of my head. 32 seconds of just no string instruments, and then you get a full 16 seconds of string instruments layered on top of the rest of the instrumental. And what it sounds without the string instruments is like this. So I think I've explained everything that I need to explain of how I made it. Besides the fact that to make it, you just click, and if you make a mistake somewhere, you just right click, left click to place, right click to remove. I think it's way more accurate to do it like this than on the piano roll, because on the piano roll you got a way smaller area to click. Like, even though you do get every single key, it's way easier to misclick when you're on the piano roll than it is when you're on the sequencer, which is why I prefer to use the sequencer. And yeah, that's how to make this part. Of course, to do this, I have to control click in order to connect it all. And then yeah, let's just listen to this now with the snare chop removed. So yeah, I think I'll leave a download link in the description if you want to use it for your I don't know, your shitty rap battles. Just don't, if I don't have a PayPal yet, so I'm not gonna be like giving this to somebody. I might use it myself, I might not. Depends where it goes. I don't plan on being a producer or a musician. I do plan on being either a computer engineer or a video editor, because I haven't mastered how to video edit, but I'm doing pretty well when it comes to that, because like I already learned how to do the basics. I think I can get down the advanced stuff way easier. And computer engineering is just an interest, because I really do love technology, if I'm being honest. But yeah, the point of this rant is to say that I might use this beat on my own. If it turns out that I can make even better beats than this, or just produce more that are this good, I might become a producer for beats. Not beats electronics, just beats in general, like trap beats. Again, I'll leave a link to in the description if you want to use this for epic rap battle, you know, freestyling, all that. But just don't release it in a song unless I give you the license for it, or something like that, something similar. Yeah, that's the end of the video.